Good morning. So I just left the doctor's. I see a naturopath, Dr. Hoey, and I started seeing him back in August because I've just been struggling with low motivation, low energy, or I didn't have energy for daily tasks, no motivation. So I was like, I need to get to the bottom of this. Like, what the heck is going on? So I had my blood drawn, and at that time we found that I had really high elevated white blood count, which means I had an infection going on. I also had elevated liver enzymes, which was bizarre because I don't drink alcohol at all. I don't take any medication, and those were two of the things that can cause elevated liver enzyme. I had to go to the drawing board, and causing me to have all of these issues. And I started to think about it. I decided to go see my dentist. I had a deep cleaning done. I had some cavities taken care of, and I also had an old silver filling removed that I have had for as long as I can remember. It's always been in my mouth. Almost immediately, I noticed a difference in my energy levels. They were through the roof. I was doing my dishes, doing my laundry, keeping up on all the daily tasks that I usually would be like, I'll take care of it when I get some more energy. And I would psych once a month. I would be really good about keeping up on everything. And then the rest of the month, I had like no energy. I was just done, tapped out. I just got really tired of the highs and the lows throughout the month. I really wanted to find a way to be more even keen. I would admire other people who seem to have their shit together, which obviously a lot of people put on a good front, and I know that that's not always the case, but I really struggled. I had this really high expectation of how I want to live my life, and I felt like I was failing. Today, when I went to see my doctor again, we went over my new labs that we took last week. Now my white blood count is like half of what it was, and my liver enzymes have gone way down. So this just goes to show, like, oral health is huge. So not only am I, getting Invisalign, fixing my misaligned bite, and making my teeth straighter, I'm really helping my overall health. It's life-changing to have that kind of motivation and energy, especially as a mom. You think, oh, it's because I'm a mom, I'm tired. But really, look into it, go see a naturopath, have them dig into this. Don't just settle for a doctor telling you that you're okay, you're in the normal range. I don't want to be normal. I want to be better than normal. Not only am I better with my white blood cells and my liver enzymes, I'm also taking thyroid supplement, and I'm taking progesterone because all of my hormones are really low. It's huge to go and to advocate for yourself and to ask those questions. A lot of times, regular doctors are not going to go in depth for these blood panels. They're going to literally look at the normal reference range, and they're going to tell you you're fine. So you really need to find somebody who's going to listen to you and not just try to push, pharmaceuticals on you. It really is a holistic approach. It's not just one thing that's going to make you feel better overnight. There is a combination of things, and it's about unlocking that and finding what is going to help you feel better in the long term. No longer have to drink coffee just to get up and do the dishes or do the laundry. I have the will and the motivation and the energy to do that on my own without all this extra stimulation. So it's just been really wonderful, and I just hope that somebody out there can maybe benefit from this information. Find a naturopath where you live. There is options out there, and I don't need to be on antidepressants. I'm not depressed. Obviously, I'm physically having issues with my blood counts and my thyroid and my progesterone and my estrogen and my testosterone and my DHEA. All of that was. Now that I'm getting all of that stuff in a higher range, more into the reference range, because I wasn't even in the reference range to begin with. Now that I'm actually within what's called the reference range, I'm feeling so much better. And so I'm just going to continue on this path. I'm going to keep taking my thyroid. I'm going to keep taking my progesterone. I'm going to keep, seeing my dentist regularly and working on my oral health habits and just advocating for myself, because doctors, they're really out there to make the money off the pills. I know that people are saying that everywhere, and it's true. I've seen it so much, working in the health food industry for many years. I've seen so many people so tired. Doctors are not giving them this information. They're not going to. So yeah, that's basically my story. Another thing that we've found through seeing a naturopath and having this blood work done is not only myself, but Dean, my partner, he had really low testosterone. And you know, anyone who knows Dean, they would laugh at that. They'd be like, no way, Dean can't have low testosterone. But really, looking at the numbers, he was at 155, which the normal reference range is, let me find it here. The normal reference range was 249 to 836, and he was 155. So working with the Naturopath, he put him on something that naturally helps him boost his testosterone. And in 3 months, he went from 155 to 1,113. So he's way above the reference range now, and he feels great. I mean, he's 31 years old, and he had the testosterone level of some women. I mean, and he's still out there riding his bike, you know, performing. He's an athlete. He has had at one point the second fastest time in our high school's history for the 2 mile. I mean, this guy is an athlete, and he's an endurance athlete. And the fact that he was able to accomplish all of these things with such a low testosterone is amazing, and it's just gonna continue to get better. The fact that we went out there and advocated for ourselves. What's messed up is he went to see his regular doctor before this, and his doctor told him, well, you know, you probably need antidepressants. It sounds like you have depression and anxiety, and you just need to take these pills. And he was like, you know, I'm really not comfortable with those. I really think there's something else going on. He was getting vertigo. He was having other issues. And I was like, this isn't right. You're 31. We have a good life. You don't need to take pills. Like, we've got to find a better way. So we met with our naturopath. We had the blood draw. That's when the naturopath was like, dude, the writing's on the wall. Like, no wonder you feel the way you feel. Like I don't even understand why a doctor would not check for this. Like, why would he try to push pills, antidepressants, before he even decides to test your testosterone levels or any of your other hormone levels for that fact? So we just can't be any more ecstatic about the results. Our naturopath said, you know, well, the downfall for me as a provider is since now you two are in the normal range and you're healthy and you're going to continue that trend, I'm not going to see you as often. And to me, that's great. I want to see my patients become healthy and to not need me. And I don't think that's the case with regular doctors. You know, I think that they rely on you staying sick. So don't settle. Continue to fight for yourself. Continue to dig in and think outside the box, because I never would have thought that it was my teeth, or, you know, I thought it was probably hormonal, which it was. You know, it was all of these combination of things working against me, and I would have never known. You know, going to a regular doctor, they probably would have said, oh, you know, you're postpartum, here's some pills, here, you know, take this antidepressant, and I wouldn't have settled with that either. So I really hope this video helps somebody out there who's struggling. Just know that there is a way out. It can get better. Don't settle just for what your regular doctor says. Find somebody who's really going to do a blood panel and check your hormones, check your thyroid, and don't just settle for being in the normal range. You know, we all want to be great, so push that for yourself. So yeah, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching my video, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.